The chip war's next battle will be for the bottom line. US Commerce Secretary Gina Raimondo said on Tuesday that the country has no evidence that China's Huawei can produce large volumes of smartphones using cutting-edge chips. The comments came weeks after the Chinese tech giant launched its Mate Pro 60 device. An analyst teardown revealed the phone contained sophisticated 7nm processors that were made in China by Semiconductor Manufacturing International Corp. Why then is Raimondo arguing that Huawei can't scale up, and does her argument stack up? It's true that evidence seems sparse. For one, we don't know all that much about the precise methods SMIC used to make these chips. Crucially, tearing apart the hardware doesn't show us the yield that SMIC achieved in the lithography process, where they print key features onto the wafer. If there were frequent flaws, it could be very difficult to pump out larger volumes of usable chips. Secondly, local media reported that the phone sold out in a matter of days. That was touted as a great success for the homegrown brand, but it could also mean that supplies were limited. Thirdly, SMIC's financials showed just how costly it is to accelerate China's chip industry. Results released this month showed the company's gross margin halved from a year earlier in the first 6 months. True, the filings also showed that SMIC received more than $100 million worth of government grants, but to push the pace of development and to become less dependent on state support, SMIC will have to use its cash as efficiently as possible. Now, some US politicians have floated the idea of ending all tech exports to Huawei and SMIC, but Raimondo is right. It's still very unclear whether China's industry is able to scale up.